Hello. First of all, as you can see, I've finally got my new camera set up and everything. And the lighting is temporary. I'm trying to figure out how to set all that stuff up. I just kind of chew things in the background right now, but I'll figure it out eventually when I get more money. But I finally got a good camera set up to match my. I got the visuals to match the audio now. It's beautiful. I'm so happy. Okay. First of all, thank you for watching. And if anybody has any recommendations, please drop down in the comments below. We're going professional with this stuff now. Okay, so we're watching Love 101 today, season 2. I watched the last episode of thanks for somebody in the recommendation, somebody in the comment section, because I read every single comment, as you know. Someone in the comment section let me know that the season was coming. I had no idea it was gonna be so soon. So a good thing thank you for mentioning it, because I wouldn't have known otherwise. So I am now so we are on season 2. Just came out today basically. And I'm gonna be watching it from. I'm gonna watch all 8 episodes, and I'm gonna try and if I can do it all correctly, like I did last time with Control Z. I'm gonna be dropping 101 all this week from Monday to Sunday. Sunday we have a double episode drop if I can. I'm gonna be dropping all the episodes from Monday to Sunday, and Sunday will be a double drop episode if I can pull it off. Anyway, let's get to it. So, first of all, quick recap. I watched this last episode again to make sure I knew what the heck I was doing. Did I remember what happened? Okay, so the story begins with Isik, an older adult version of Isik in current day time. Well, most of the show is like a flashback of her life, actually, or their lives. And she was part of this, part of the best of friends with this group of kids, right, from high school. And now that she's an adult, she has activated a promise that they had made to each other. She sent a bunch of letters out, I guess, and it stated that if they ever needed each other, that they promised that they would if they ever needed each other, that they would come back. Reunite at this spot, I guess. It's like their hideout, their base of operations. And so she's waiting there for them. So then she reflects back on her life. And that's where the story takes off. This whole thing began because of one teacher who was leaving the school that they were in, and that endangered them to the possibility of expulsion, because they were the troublemakers of the school. And they needed she was Miss Baku or whatever. She was the only teacher who stood up for them, so they needed her to stay. So the 5 of them, well, it started with a couple of them, and then all the others kind of joined in. But they got the idea. Well, they all got the idea to have her fall in love with the new gym teacher, and then that would get her to stay somehow. That she would stay because of him. So throughout this whole thing, they ended up, getting to know each other. They became the best of friends, and they even fell in love. There was Osman, who is sort of the leader of the group. He has the potential to be a leader of the world one day, as they keep saying. She shows he has great leadership skills at the school already. He kind of controls a lot of stuff that's going on there. You got Kareem. He's kind of the athlete, but very aggressive with some anger issues. But he has a good heart, He has it where it counts. He means well. And Sinan, which is probably my favorite. I think a lot of people's favorite. He's the guy who always looks like he had like these bags under his eyes, and his eyes are red, probably from drug use or something. But he also looked like he got beat up from the very first episode, or he hadn't slept in years. He's the dark. He has like a dark cloud over him, and he kind of has he talks in very dark tones, very emo-ish. But there's another side to him that Isik saw. Anyway, you got Eda, who is the kind of the model of the group, sort of, but all troublemakers except for Isik, actually. But Eda, yeah. So she's kind of like the beautiful modelist kind of one of the group. And then you have Isik, who is the goody two shoes. She was the president of her class and all that stuff. Who ends up joining the group and all that stuff. And she likes Isik and all that. I mean, she likes Sinan. Anyway, to skip towards the end, they succeed. They succeeded in actually bringing them together. But eventually they get found out or something. And I think Karem or whatever, he gets attacked by a bunch of bullies who, it was kind of building up to it for a while, I think. And the rest of them end up coming to join him, and they save him, but they get in trouble for it, and they're in danger of being expulsion. They're in danger of being kicked out of the school. And once again, it's their teacher Baku who comes to defense, despite everything that's happened. She's the one who's trying to defend them. They have no right to take them out of the school because it would be like killing them in a way. They're taking away all their possible chances in life, and the teachers actually listen because they don't want to kill these kids or anything. You know, they were just annoyed and fed up, and they didn't think that expulsion was the worst thing they could do. But she made them think about it again, and they decided, okay, we won't kill them. We won't expel them if they apologize. And the principal, who's like a really freaking asshole, who just he loves his like Nazi-esque kind of order, stormtroopers kind of order. You know what I mean? He has them write these. He wrote this like apology letter for each of them to write, and they gotta write it, and they gotta say it all in front of everybody. So they're in front of everybody in the class and everything. And also their secret is out at this point. I don't know if they told them or what, but they know already. Everybody knows. The teachers know that it was all a manipulation to get you guys together and everything, and that's kind of put some tension between the two, the gym teacher and her. And they all gotta go say their thing on the stand, but they don't. They say, "F you. We don't apologize for saving our friend. We're trying to save our friend. We would never. Why would we ever apologize for that?" And then I love Isik's one because she had the most very touching one where she says that if I had done that, if I had not helped my friend out, someone I cared about, I would the only person I have to apologize is to myself. You know, that's kind of beautiful, for not stepping up and doing what I know is right. So none of them apologized. Even Osman, who was like the one who had the chance to go places, you know. Even he's like, no, hell no, because he was gonna do it, and he said, no, hell no, I'm not doing this. F you and all that shit, and he joins his friends. Also, the teachers they were kind of like breaking apart because it was all fake. It was a manipulation, but then they can't help it. They're in love, you know. The way I see it is that if it wasn't real, they wouldn't have fallen in love. It doesn't matter what. It's like they were star-crossed lovers, but sometimes you need a push, you know. And if it hadn't been for these kids that intervened on fate's behalf, like they may never have known each other. But because of that, they did. If it wasn't real, no matter what they did, it wouldn't have mattered, right? At least they now have a chance at true love. And the gym teacher like goes up to her and kisses her, and he's like, "Tell me this isn't real." And she kisses him back. And they just start kissing and stuff, and his music is playing and stuff, like "We Are Young" thing. Yeah, beautiful stuff. And I think they burned their uniforms over a pit of fire. Then we go to the present day, which will be going back and forth throughout the whole season. And Isik is sitting there with Eda eventually shows up, and I don't think the girl who plays Eda looks like her at all. Really, looks like the younger version at all. Something is plastic surgery or something. I don't know, but she don't look. The high school version was hotter. I don't know. The person who's playing the older version doesn't look really like her at all. One place that Isik looks like kind of like her. Somehow Isik ended up looking better as she grew up than Eda. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, the two of them were there, but the guys are not there. And the old place that they're reminiscing from the past. And I think something is definitely wrong, because if you enjoy, the way I see it is, if they look like they're longing for the past, which suggests that they're not happy with their present. If they were happy with their present, they wouldn't be looking towards the past, right? So you want, that's what if that's what you want, I mean, you're not happy where you are. Something happened. Anyway, the place that they grew up in is falling apart, and they go inside of the picture on the wall. It is a metaphor for like, you know, the past is like being swept away or something like that. And there's a picture on the wall. It falls on the ground. It's on the mantelpiece, and it falls on the ground. And Eda picks it up, and she looks at it, and she breaks down. And she's like, "What did she say?" She said something about, like, "I'm not worthy," or I wasn't worthy of our friendship," or something. You know, we deserve the second chance. What happened? What happened? And she's like crying, and she actually blamed this. She says, "Why did you bring us together? Why did you make me have to go through all this shit again and everything? You brought out the worst in me." And they're like, "Fuck," and they start walking away. And then as they walk, as she's trying to get out of the door, as she's walking up to the door, there's a knock on the door. And someone is at the door. Is it the guys? Is it the building manager? This place is falling apart. Is it the fire department? I don't know. But someone's at the freaking door. And that's where it freaking ended last season. Damn. But I don't know. I don't know how else to take that. But to me, it indicates that there is some kind of tragedy happened. Something horrible happened to this group, which is why they're not all showing up. Something happened. I don't know. Was it something with the teachers, or something happened to them? To me, the way that they're reacting, somebody died. I don't know. I feel like somebody died. I have no idea. I hope not, but it feels like it is. I don't know how else to take all that shit. Something bad happened to them. I mean, bad happened. So, that is first season of Love 101. I can't believe it. We're getting into the second season, you guys. Let's do this. Let's do it. Holy shit.
Utandığına.
I also heard these two seasons were shot back to back.
Altyapıdayım o zaman.
That's really cool.
Yedeyim.
So I wonder if there's gonna be any more.
Hırstan geberme.
The most embarrassing story.
Ne güzelmiş bu.
Our dreams.
Kırmızı.
Öyle bir hevesle aldım ama işte cesaret edemiyorum giymeye. Cüdün şimdi burada böyle.
Harika bir kadınla birlikteyim, mutluyum.
Kim şimdi ya?
Hesitation? What's going on there?
Senden mi şimdi bunlar?
Aslında dün gelirken getirecektim de adamın elinde yokmuş.
Hani bizi çocuklar ayarladı ya, yani belki onlar da senin yerine düşünüp çiçeği göndermişlerdir.
So they don't know what's real
Ama sen
anymore.
çocuk gibi konuşuyorsun, farkında mısın?
I can see what's going on. I can see what's happening. It makes sense. Everything they don't know what part of it was them, what part of it was the thing, you know? In other words, half of what happened was so Sinan was expelled, but she wasn't.
Bu yıl
She was
lise
suspended.
sondasın. Artık bunun affı yok yani.
Ne haber? İyi sen? Ben de, saçlar çok güzel olmuş. Ay teşekkür ederim. Görüşürüz. Köpek olmuşlar yalnız. Bak Necdet, canavar Kerem'e aracını yıkatıyor. Vay be.
Oh man, it would be so hard for him not to just freaking attack. Husband, head out. Oh, Sinan, Sinan. Yeah. So that's not for her. Is he going for a job? Is Sinan looking for a job?
Osman.
Oh gosh.
Hocam iyi sabahlar.
Oh my gosh. He's spinning his
Orta
car.
kaldırma hazır hocam.
That's fantastic. I don't really think that anyone should be spinning people's coffees. It's not cool, but still. Oh no, guys.
İyi. Tamam mı?
He had to polish his shoes.
Buyurun.
What's this?
Sağ ol.
Fresh blood. New students. Why do I get the feeling that new girl is gonna stir up trouble?
Elif benim adım. Yeni başladım bugün.
Elf?
Ne güzel.
Elif?
Niye böyle dedin ki şimdi arkadaş olabiliriz diye dedim.
Senin gibi tatlı kızlarla arkadaşlık etmiyorum ben. Başları belaya giriyor sonra.
Hoş geldin gerçekten. Bizi çok mutlu ettin güzel kızım.
Oh shit! I knew it. She's a freaking troublemaker.
Şunun yanında.
Pardon hocam. Kolum çarptı.
Yıkıl.
İtiraf et, hakir görüyorsun burayı. Her şeyi, beni.
Yeter.
Ayrılıyor musun benden?
Aynen öyle.
That's way too fast. What the hell? One argument? Are you kidding me? Oh, that was cool. What?
Bana bir açıklama borçlusun ha.
Ya bir daha almayın.
Ya canım
if-
dağıldı bitti işte.
Why don't
Olay
we
bu.
just apologize
Bence
last
sen de
year
unut
then if
artık
we're
bu
gonna
konuyu.
just do
Kapat
whatever they
yani.
say now?
Keyfine bak. Hadi. Sinan çok özledim seni.
İşte böyle cümlenin ilk akla gelen en saf anlamını söylüyorsun ya defasında. Ne demek istersen anlıyorsun.
Sinan ne oluyor? Ben anlayamıyorum. Olamaz, inanmıyorum ben buna ama.
Ya
Oh,
oldu
there was
bitti
something
artık,
set up?
uzatma.
Ya Sinan sen bu değilsin ki.
Girenlerin sayısında bir rekora imza atalım istiyorum. Arkadaşlar, A sınıfı uygulamasına geç. A sınıfına.
So you can start like running this play like a military
her
school or
ay
something.
seviye tespit sınavları yapacağız arkadaşlar.
Every
Bu
month.
sınavlarda başarısız olanlar maalesef sınıf düşerken
It's like a class system.
doğal olarak onlar daha ayrı kendinizi
Ah, interesting.
daha ileriye götürmenize vesile olacaktır.
It's like class
Buna
politics, man.
yürekten inan.
The kids gonna use that against the other kids. It's like rich versus poor.
Arkadaşlar.
Ben bir çay içerim be Sinan.
Oh yeah, this freaking dad, man. The weird. I forgot what happened. Like he was like being ignored or something. Some weird shit.
Önce bizim aramızda anlaşmamız lazım. Ben gidiyorum.
Na! Satarlar.
Sandwich.
Seninkiler. Eda, Kerem, Osman, Sinan.
Evet
They're up to something.
ama karşılığında
Pek öyle değil işte.
malum manipüle edilmek ne demek çok iyi biliyorum. Kendinden şüphe etmene gerek yok. Gördüklerin gerçek değil.
Oh, so now we go back here. Wait. So what the hell happened? Because she was away. Something she doesn't know about.
Salih Beyler bağışta bulunmak istiyorlar Sayın Müdürüm.
Hani Salih Bey tutturmuş, benden zorla bağış aldılar. Usulsüzlük yapıldı. Bence siz bu hafta izin kullanın. Ben müfettişlere gerçekleri tek tek anlatırım.
Sayın Müfettişim,
He's
Allah
doing
ben de
something.
anlayamadım. Yapmayın müdürüm, etmeyin.
Tebrik ederim hocam. Bu odaya da bu makama da çok yakıştınız. Yani şey demek istiyorum. Karizma için.
He has an idea.
Olur mu olur ya?
Bring them back.
Vardır o sırttan bir hesabı onun. Küçük ruh. Bir de müdür
I mean,
olmuş.
fun part of this
Peki
school.
müdür. Şimdilik yani. Milliyetin birini atayana kadar.
Anladık. Çok delikanlısınız. Size bir teklifim var sosyopatlar. Sizi okula geri alacağım. Ve ne yaparsanız yapın atmayacağım. Ama siz de bana asker olacaksınız. Hiçbir sözümden çıkmayacaksınız. Şu okulun görüp görebileceği en itaatkar öğrenciler olacaksınız.
Yok, ben ona başka bir şey diyeceğim de.
Hocam biz niye yapacakmışız ki bunu?
Gık deyin ışığı atacağım.
Oh shit.
Yakanız açık gelin. Işık güm. Biraz yükselt.
And that's what
Işık
she's
bam.
not. I should have thought of that. That's why she's not in on it
Sinan
because
yavrum,
she is
sen gene
the thing
kur
that's
o
threatening
eski uzun
him. Them way.
cümlelerini kur.
Aşil tendonumuzdan yakaladı
Yep.
bok.
Bu ekibin harcı Işık. Yani Işık olmasaydı bizim böyle bir arada olmamıza falan imkan yoktu. Hepimizi topladılar.
Sonuna kadar köpek oluyoruz. Yeter ki kıza bulaşmasın götü. Hadi bakalım.
But if he does, they're gonna start messing with him.
Bilmek lanettir. Ne kadar fazla bilirsen o kadar yanar canım. Niye bilsin ki böyle dünyanın boktan bir yer olduğunu? Biz biliyoruz da bir bok mu oluyor?
Aşk mevzusu da bir acayip ha. Ne bileyim. Canının ucunu birine bağlamak falan.
Bilemezsin oğlum işte. Öyle bilmediğin yerden gelir zaten.
Tamam canı yanmasın kızım. Sinan ikna etti beni şu an.
Siktirin gidin amına koyayım ya. Ben söyleyeceğim yani haberiniz olsun.
Yapma.
Işık ne haber? Ne yapıyorsun? Işık sana bir şey anlatmam lazım.
Ne dedi?
Söyleyemedim.
Oh, that's the dad. Mister, you dead. Uh-oh. We work on this song. She gonna dump it out the window? Oh, right on him? Oh, should have waited for the dad to step up. But technically, he can't expel her, right? Oh shit! Oh, that's gonna piss them off. That was the agreement.
Çıkmıyor.
Oh, he started chewing again. Oh. Oh wow. This didn't go at all where I thought I was gonna go. Okay, that is the first episode of Ask Love 101. I don't know what to call it. This is the first episode of season 2. No title. This second half not gonna have titles. I didn't expect it to go that way. This is really cool actually. As a like a continuation. First of all, you can tell that this story was written because I heard it was been shot back to back or whatever. You can tell this feels more naturally flowing. It makes sense as to where it's going from the last season. Because, I mean, it feels like they wrote it together. You know, I think. And so the deal is it just feels like it flows better. You know, I was worried that the show was gonna be like a lot of shows in the next season, where all the relationships suddenly are like they're fighting each other and stuff, and you know, and then they get back together at the end of the season. One of those things where they spend like you know, it's like they gotta stretch it out more, you know. So everybody got together, and now they gotta find a reason to love each other again, kind of stuff. You know, I hate that. This one is not doing that. They're already there. They're in love already. That's it. We're gonna focus on new things now. We're gonna progress the story, not regress. That's fantastic. So cool. That's so cool. So we didn't see the older ones today in this episode. There is a new character, Elif, who is a troublemaker. Don't like her. Why did she do that to Osmond? Don't do that to Osmond. I don't know why she did that, but I don't like that shit. I don't know why she did that. Maybe it's because of what he said to her. Is she vindictive? Who knows? But so it's a new year or a new semester or whatever, spring break or whatever the heck, fall, something like that. And apparently Isik went off on a vacation with the parents in summertime or whatever immediately, so she didn't know what was going on. And this is a very interesting idea so the principal who lost his job, and I guess he worked his way back up, manipulating everything over the summer or whatever the heck he did. He is now back in the principal position, at least temporarily, and he used it to he was out of favor with the students or something like that. So I guess he's trying to bring himself back up by bringing the kids back. Basically, it helps him out. And what he did was he promised them that he would give them this place, their position, as long as he wouldn't expel Isaac. I should have known that, because they were that's why they weren't including her in whatever they were doing, because the whole point was to protect her. They would do anything for their friends. So this is definitely very true. I like how it started with like a mystery of like, why would they do this? Why would they be working for this guy? And then it all comes out. It all makes perfect sense. It was to protect her, because this freaking scumbag, you know, what he's trying to do and all that. But they just expelled her. I guess so. She found out what happened, and then she went straight for the red paint. She got expelled. That was supposed to be her protection. They were protecting her, but because she's expelled, now what? You might as well have killed her. Because they're freaking pissed. And I see Osmond, I see all of them with their minds started ticking again, but Osmond particularly, he's like, I'm making my plans already. I'm making plans. I think they're gonna try and take out the principal. Like, they're gonna kick him out somehow. They're gonna get him fired. They gotta get him out of that position and humiliate him, get rid of him somehow. I don't know, but he holds all the power, and I'm gonna guess they're gonna agree to continue working for him, and he's not gonna care. Maybe he's not. I don't know how dumb I don't know how smart he is. He's not gonna care or something. They're gonna continue to work for him so they can stay on the inside. Meanwhile, they're gonna slowly. They are forming a new plan. This is so cool. It's like Ocean's 11, like 13 or something. The revenge plot, and I love how it's just not about their relationships though. They're gonna keep moving forward, not backwards. They spent all the last season figuring out who they love. This season is something else. Only one that's going back and forth still is Baku or whatever. But that makes sense because their relationship was never really formulated. I can understand hers. I can understand her problem. He thinks he knows everything. He knows what he's doing. He is confident. He knows that he's in love with her, which makes sense from last season. So that's consistent. But with her, I understand her doubts because she doesn't know it's real anymore. Everything was a manipulation from the kids, or at least parts of it was. How do I know that any of this is real? She needs to be reassured of that before she can fully jump into it. Yeah, they kissed at the end of the season, and they slept together, whatever again. But it doesn't mean that she's fully committed yet. Especially when the flowers came, it kind of threw her off again. So he's gonna have to prove something of a real love for her, and without their manipulation. And that's what's gonna get her, I think. Some kind of an act of true love to make her give her confidence in their relationship. Okay, that's for episode 101 of season 2. I'm getting on to the next one right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'm gonna put this on. Next one go out tomorrow on Tuesday. I'll see you guys there. Man, off to a great start. By the way.